Let's go.
It's your back, they keep passing. It they bring out the best thing. I they feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I they feel you die.
What's happening, people? This is Joel Awesome with a new episode of Awesome Entertainment. We checking out a cinematic abortion. Critical Drinker has clowned the shit out of Jurassic World. This is a movie that I didn't hate it. You know what I mean? It was Jurassic Park. It was dinosaurs and they was eating people. So I ain't that mad at it, but you know, they be going in on these movies. So let me just see what he got to say.
It was a perfect example of Hollywood's ability to take a great concept and slowly run it into the ground with endless cash grab sequels. It's got to be Jurassic Park. The original movie was an all-time.
I think you got to keep doing it. It's making money.
Seamlessly blended together a compelling.
They should be doing it better.
Intrigue and wonder.
I just don't get why they ain't doing it better.
They made smart decisions and acted like real human beings, cutting-edge visuals, and a story that dealt with thought-provoking ideas like the power and danger of science gone wrong, man's attempts to play God, and nature's ability to fight back. The first movies that I ever saw in the cinema, and probably the only film I went back to rewatch multiple times.
Jurassic Park was the movie that you went to watch multiple times in cinema, but you didn't watch none of these other motherfucking films, Avengers and shit? Come on, bro, you tripping.
Because if you ever want to experience the kind of cinematic whiplash that will leave you paralyzed from the neck down, then watch the original Jurassic Park right before going to see Jurassic World Afterbirth, a movie that I can best describe as anti-storytelling.
That's what I made sure I didn't do. That's what I've stopped doing. I've stopped watching... I'm going to watch the original and then go watch the new one in theaters. I have stopped doing that completely. That is a terrible idea. Do not do that because you will be like, damn, it'll ruin the movie for you. Do not do it. All right. If you're watching, like, you know, the first Captain America and the second one's about to come out, cool. That's cool. But, like, if they're like, oh, this is the remake from the, you know, the 80s or the 90s, don't watch it, bro. Because you're going to be mad when you watch some shit with some bad CGI and some bad graphics and some bad acting and it's better than the shit you paying for in the theater. Don't do that.
But that is one big pile of shit.
I don't know if you can see in this video, in this freeze frame, this is the T-Rex. I like the TRex Attack, even though that little girl should be dead. Even though that little girl should be dead, she's swimming away. Her dad like, come on, swim fast. I'm like, nigga, go save her, bro. You the dad. I really thought he was gonna go out there. He was like, nah, I'm not going out there. Bring your ass in here. You decide to survive the T-Rex or you don't. I was like, damn.
It would get another frivolous copyright claim that takes a month to resolve. Seriously, if I ever find the guy at your studio who keeps doing this, I will personally go to his house and shit in places that will leave him confused for the rest of his life. Fucking believe that shit.
Damn, so they be copywriting the shit out y'all stuff. Cause y'all be talking shit.
Tough mercenary lady who gets recruited.
You talk too much shit, they go copyright your shit. That's crazy.
Monster Dinosaur Island, which is deep inside a quarantine zone, to recover genetic material.
Same story.
A new wonder drug to treat human heart disease.
Same story.
They don't suffer from heart disease.
Oh shit.
You know why? Because dinosaurs don't sit on their fat arses all day. Computer screen pops up and chemical crap down their fleshy gullets. He's out of line. But he's right.
But he's right, yeah.
To help with the DNA extraction, they're bringing along Science Man, who's an expert in dinosaurs but has never actually seen one in the wilds. Oh yeah, and they charter a boat owned by genetic.
So what would a fat dinosaur look like? Like, I mean, I'm assuming they're animals, you know, they got fat, they got body fat somewhere. What does a fat dinosaur look like? You know, that'd be crazy.
Get a guy to get them ashore.
We'd have to domesticate them, catch them and domesticate them.
From a diverse modern family whose sailboat got attacked by water dinosaur.
Why was he out there?
The quarantine zone? How did he even manage to get in there without being spotted? What father in his right mind would knowingly take his children into such a dangerous place?
Exactly.
Just
stupid.
Don't think about it too much. So they rescue diverse modern.
That was the worst part. It's like, why was he out there?
Attacked by the water dinosaurs, which forces them to drive their boat directly onto the rocks and wreck it. Fuck it, just go with it. And for some reason, diverse modern family all jump overboard and get separated from the others for the rest of the movie. But tough mercenary lady's not about to give up yet and decides to stick to the plan and recover the DNA, then get themselves onto a rescue chopper that will pick them up in 24 hours. Wait, if they have access to a helicopter, why don't they just use that to get to the island instead? Just don't worry about it. But this isn't just any old island.
You can't use a helicopter to get to the island because the flying fucking dinosaurs will fuck you up. I thought about that in theater. I was like, you can't use the you can't fly in. Them flying dinosaurs will fuck you up, and then you look like food. You don't look like nothing we ain't ever seen out here, so they gonna tear you up, and then you're gonna be off the ground. You can't use no helicopter.
It's Monster Dinosaur Island, where they left behind all the genetic freaks that were too scary or dangerous to use in the original theme park. Wait, wouldn't that mean that their DNA is all corrupted and shit and too dangerous to use in humans? Don't worry about it. Also, why are most of the dinosaurs on the island perfectly normal looking and would have made excellent additions to the park? Don't worry about it. So they get the DNA and reunite with diverse modern family at an abandoned research base, which is somehow still fully functional after 20 years. Then the Ryan Canellosaurus shows up and eats shady corporate guy, and generic sidekick guy sacrifices himself to let the others escape, but then he turns out to be okay anyway because he survived somehow. How exactly did he manage to get away from the Ryan Canellosaurus? Just don't worry about it. Then they all leave and that's it.
They definitely didn't explain how he got away.
In his room.
At least he's alive. At least they didn't kill him. I didn't care. As long as they didn't kill him, I was like,
And may God have mercy on your soul.
yeah, at least, I didn't care. As long as they didn't kill the black dude. They killed one black dude, but they didn't kill both. We're taking steps. We're making steps, baby steps.
Interested in to do a thing that doesn't really matter anyway. Then there's all the abandoned plot threads that are introduced but go absolutely nowhere, like the ancient ruins in the cliffside, or the crashed chopper from a previous expedition, or the traumatic backstory for tough mercenary lady. It's like the studio came up with the plot by doing a single brainstorming session, taking the first pitch that someone spitballed together and just ran with it. And before anyone jumps in with the old, it's a Jurassic Park movie trooper, it's not supposed to be smart argument, fine, I can handle a dumb thrill ride if that's what these movies have devolved into now, but I at least expect it to make some kind of fucking sense. And that's the thing, this movie doesn't. The plot relies on the most insane contrivances and coincidences just to hold it together. Like, oh my goodness, isn't it convenient that diverse modern family and tough mercenary girl just happen to arrive at the same place at the same time for the finale? Or how literally the entire movie is predicated on a Snickers Rapper getting sucked into a fucking air vent. I'm not kidding.
That's crazy. That's crazy because that's true. The whole movie is set off by a fucking Snickers Rapper. That's great marketing for Snickers, I think, but golly, y'all facility is that fucking fragile that a Snickers Rapper can set everything off. A Snicker Rapper getting into an air vent set everything off. Y'all shit's fragile.
That's literally what kicks off the entire events of this film. Character motivations meander all over the place with zero explanation. The cast is way too bloated for the plot that sustains them, and the narrative jumps backwards and forwards between diverse modern family and tough mercenary ladies grouped with such massive chunks that you actually start to forget what everyone's doing and why. And I'm not kidding, the diverse modern family are such a bunch of hapless comedy retards that I was actually rooting for the dinosaurs by the end. The script
I'm always rooting for the dinosaurs. Always rooting for the dinosaurs, man. Come on now.
Man, since she's a more logical and relatable POV character than tough mercenary lady, but I guess Scarlett Johansson's a bigger name, so she's awkwardly shuffled into the top spot instead. The problem, though, is the script can't seem to decide what kind of character she even is. Is she a cold-hearted killer who's just out for money, a quippy and light-hearted hero with a flirtatious side, or a troubled ex-soldier with a dark past?
We know who she is. She is Natasha Romanoff, pulled out of the MCU and placed in Jurassic Park. That's what they wanted. So they're like, okay, let's do that, but we can't do it too much because we'll get sued. But that's what she is. She's Black Widow.
fucking know. The script tries to make her a bit of everything, and it's just as tonally diluted as you might think.
She's Black Widow. That's what they wanted.
With the faintly baffled smile of a star who can't wait to cash that paycheck and get the fuck out of there. And quite frankly, I don't blame her. Generic sidekick guy is a perfect example of how to waste a really good actor. Mahershala Ali is a talent just waiting to be
That's
good,
crazy.
but the movie gives him nothing to do. He's just kind of there, functionally identical to tough mercenary lady, with the same backstory and personality, and eating up a lot of character beats that should have gone to her instead. You know, it's really not that hard to come up with a fun story for a Jurassic World movie, but holy fuck, you'd never think so from watching this steaming pile of dinosaur shit. Jurassic World Afterbirth is everything I hate about modern cinema. It's what happens when a studio has to...
And I think one of the issues is they put too many characters in these movies. It's not just James Gunn. Jurassic Park did it too. But like, there's too many characters. Let's just focus on a couple of people. Like, I'm just sitting there thinking like Iron Man 1, it was just Iron Man, you know? We had Rhodey, you know, we had Pepper, but it was really just about one guy. We didn't need 80 other people, you know what I mean? And when you start adding more people, especially from the beginning, that you don't have any like character development, you know what I'm saying? We don't have any investment in the characters. And by the time you get to the third movie, we're like, we don't care.
Too much resources and absolutely no idea what to do with any of it. It's a movie that should have been aborted long before it emerged into the world. And if you value your wallet...
I disagree with that, though.
Skip this one and just rewatch the original.
It's just Jurassic Park. I mean, you want some new stuff?
Anyway,
check it out.
All I've got for today. Go away.
Look, ultimately, I didn't hate Jurassic Park. I thought it was good. You know, it was what you wanted. Dinosaurs eating people. I mean, what else could you ask for? The plot was a little thin. It was a little cheap. You know, if you know how some of this stuff works, they were getting chased by a dinosaur in the water that you can't see. Well, anytime you can't see the monster or see the thing that's coming for him, just know they saving money. They just like, fuck it, we gonna say, oh shit, we can't see it. Yeah, you can't see about 200. You know what I'm saying? $200 million in your savings, though. Either way, I like the movie. I thought it was worth watching. You can't be mad at it. It's Jurassic Park. And people got 8. That's all I wanted to see. So, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. I'm out.
Don't play with my patience. Man, they gone with the flow when they trying to fake it. That's not the way I roll. That's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip, ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's